Hey y'all. Sorry for the delay here, some technical difficulties, but we are ready to talk about fennel. Today is our materia medica on our plant of the month, which is fennel. This month of May, Feniculum vulgare. You're probably familiar with the seed. It's available in the grocery store. Awesome, delicious little licoricey taste. So we're going to delve into the medicinal values, a little bit about the botany and growing of it as well. So let's talk about fennel. Fennel, Feniculum vulgare, is your Latin name. It's going to be in the Apiaceae family or the carrot family, like carrots, dill, parsley, things like that. So the Apiaceae family. The entire above ground portion of fennel is edible, is utilized. We'll talk about the bulb and we'll talk about the seed as well. So fennel is native to the Mediterranean, but now grows many different regions of the world, and it actually grows really well here in Florida. It's a great cool season crop in Florida, as well as a warm season crop for the seeds and flowers. So it's been valued for usage for a really long time. The Greeks and Romans utilized it and valued it actually as a beverage before battle to encourage courageousness and boldness in warriors. And according to myth, Prometheus actually brought fire from Olympus on a giant fennel stalk. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So like I said, it's a good Florida garden vegetable. It's going to be, if you're growing it for the bulb, it's going to be a cool season crop here in Florida. For the seeds, a warm season crop. So there's two different varieties of fennel. There's sweet fennel and common fennel. Both Feniculum vulgare, just more specific on the variety. So sweet fennel is going to be the one that, or Florence fennel is going to be the one that you see in the grocery store at the farmers markets. So it's going to look like this. Cultivated for the bulb, so you're going to see that hardy vegetable bulb there. So this is Florence fennel or sweet fennel. Super delicious, really good roasted with your other root veggies, really good pickle. We'll get into a pickle recipe at the end here in just a couple minutes. So that's our culinary fennel that we're going to see more commonly in the culinary way. And then this is our common fennel, or the one that we're going to be growing for our seeds and our flowers as well. So you'll see, like dill, it's got that feathery leaf. You can see that, yeah, that feathery leaf. There's no flowers or seeds on this one yet, but you'll start seeing those pretty soon here in Central Florida. The flower shape is going to be an umbel, it's an umbrella shape, an umbel. Yellow flowers. Pollinators really love these flowers, especially butterflies. The black swallowtail butterfly caterpillar actually likes to host on fennel, so be a great addition to your pollinator garden as well as your vegetable garden. All right. So, like I said, the bulb is edible, but when we're talking about medicine, we're usually talking about the seeds. The seeds have a more concentrated amount of the aromatic oils. They're going to give it that medicinal punch. One of my favorite things about fennel is that it's accessible and it's in the grocery store. I love to work with medicine that's easy to find, that is cultivated, that is accessible to other folks. You know, if we're having a stomach ache and we don't have, the fancy new herb we heard about, but we did just learn about fennel, so we've got fennel seed either on our shelves or at the grocery store. You might recognize it from being in that bowl at the Indian restaurant to eat before or after your meals. That's our fennel seed. Really delicious, licoricey taste. If you like that licorice taste, I'm sure that fennel has an equal amount of lovers and haters. I'm personally recently a fennel lover convert, so. All right. So the seeds, like I said, are going to be our most potent medicinal portion. The energetics of these seeds are going to be warming as well as drying. The warming aspect, I think, makes it really nice to add to our bitters blends. I like to add it with my bitters to sweeten it up a little bit. So pretty specific to the digestive system. It is stimulating to a sluggish digestion. It's as well as being antispasmodic. It's going to be something that we call carminative, which helps release our any kind of uncomfortable gas or anything like that. So indigestion, diarrhea, any kind of upset stomach, it'll warm that and soothe that with its antispasmodic properties. In that same vein, for colicky babies, it's a great remedy for colicky babies, especially combined with catnip, as well as chamomile. That's not just for babies too. Great remedy for adults if you've got a stomach ache yourself. Stomach ache. Antispasmodic for our digestive system, but also for our respiratory system. Great addition to any of our cough and cold blends to soothe that spasmodic cough. We still good? I think we're good. Cool. A galactagogue means that it helps folks that are breastfeeding produce more milk. So the galactagogue properties are going to stimulate milk production in breastfeeding folks. So safe for breastfeeding people and babies, but use some caution during pregnancy. So we have the antispasmodic properties for our digestive system as well as our respiratory system. There's also some research to support that fennel also helps relieve some of the pain and fatigue associated with menstruation. Pretty cool too. And also David Hoffman mentions using a compress of fennel for any kind of eyelid inflammation or conjunctivitis. Pretty awesome. And if you like that fennel flavor, it's a great component to any of our herbal blends that are going to be more bitter, less palatable. If you like that flavor, it can sweeten it up, really make them a little more palatable and nice to drink. So you can use it as a tea, a fennel tea. Make sure you crush it up first. And the same if you're going to make a tincture before you put it in your menstruum, you're going to want to crush that up and let those aromatic oils out. So my favorite way to utilize fennel bulb and seed is in pickles. So one of my favorite pickle recipes is from 6 Seasons written by Josh McFadden, chef out west. So his pickle brine recipe I'll share with you, and as well as his fennel pickle recipe, and y'all can try it. Let me know how it goes. So we're gonna have a half a cup of rice vinegar, as well as 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, 1.5 cups of hot water, 5 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. So you're gonna mix all that together with your hot water. Let it cool off. You're gonna want a cool brine for your fennel. So that's our brine. And then you're gonna wanna slice your fennel really thin and layer it with the following spices that I'll tell you about. So we've got our fennel bulb. We slice it real thin, and then we're gonna smash 5 garlic cloves, and we're gonna have 2 dried chilies, 3 strips of orange zest, 2 rosemary sprigs, and then we're gonna layer all of that in our jar with our fennel and rosemary and all of those yummy herbs, and then you're gonna pour that pretty cooled off brine on top. Put some parchment on it, throw your lid on there, label it, throw it in your fridge, and you'll have some awesome fennel pickles. Put them on your salads, put them with your breakfast, on your toast. Fennel is awesome, super versatile. There are many, many recipes to utilize fennel. If you want to share yours with us, that would be awesome. Pickles are my favorite. So plant your fennel seeds this week. They will definitely be giving you some flowers this summer, bringing all the pollinators and all the butterflies into your garden, as well as providing you with some delicious medicine. Something I want to mention before we go about harvesting fennel is harvesting the seeds. So when you harvest the seeds, you're going to want to get them right when they start turning brown. You're going to clip them off right below the flower head, pop them in a paper bag to allow them to fully dry. Make sure they're not outside or anything, or in any kind of place that doesn't have good circulation. Let them fully dry in there, and then harvest or garble and label. And then you'll have fennel seeds for medicine, fennel seeds to plant out the next year, and all kinds of yummy things to add to your culinary cabinet. All right, thanks for joining us about fennel today. Y'all enjoy it.